Philippa, you recently commissioned an interesting piece of research that explored precisely that, consumer attitudes and understanding of sourdough in the UK. What did you learn from that project about how well Brits actually understand sourdough and what might be needed to unlock the next phase of growth?
Well, it was the right timing, I think, for this type of research, given the momentum we just talked about. And obviously, as a business, we're going to be producing sourdough in the UK from this year. So the timing of this type of consumer usage and attitude in-depth insight was really ideal. What we found when we spoke to current consumers who aren't buying sourdough is they have a very kind of literal view some of the time of sourdough being sour and doughy. So you can see that might be slightly off-putting. Also, we found those that don't buy it currently may have picked it up in a supermarket, felt the crust and thought, oh no, that's a bit hard for me. I'm just going to pop that back and buy my usual bread. So definitely sampling is a big thing to really unlock, particularly those consumers. Free sampling works really well, but we know that's a challenge, particularly in pandemic times. And so out of home plays a really big role as well. For a lot of consumers that hadn't tried sourdough before, when they had it in a restaurant or a cafe, it suddenly kind of a switch went off in their head and they thought, well, I need to start exploring this. I need to kind of get it in my shopping basket when I do my weekly shop. And we then kind of have those consumers who maybe aren't buying sourdough, but I would describe them as sourdough curious. So they're a bit further along on the journey to purchase. They probably don't need sampling to tempt them, but what they do need to hear is, I think, really descriptive language on what's it going to taste like and what kind of texture can I expect, and also what can I do with it? Can I have it with soup? Do I make a sandwich with it? And I think that's really essential in communications in unlocking that group. And then, of course, we have the consumers who are already buying it either regularly or occasionally, and they know what to expect from the taste, and they know what to expect from that kind of open crumb, delicious waxy texture. It was really apparent, though, that they don't know that there's a wide variety of flavours in sourdough. There's an expectation that it's always going to be tangy, but of course we know that it can be malty, it can be creamy, it can be fruity. So there's definitely more we can do with these existing buyers to expand horizons of sourdough, I guess. Definitely doing things like using different flours or adding inclusions like fruit or grains could help to drive frequency. There was a real perception that, you know, sourdough is something special and it's something to have on a special occasion or with a particular dish, which I think is brilliant. And then also these consumers saw a lot of the time that there were potential health benefits. So some were aware that there was some kind of link between sourdough and digestive health. So again, I think to drive frequency, if there's more we can do to explain that link between sourdough and healthy digestion, then that's going to further unlock these consumers that are already purchasing it.